All right, welcome to the program. My name is Dr. Mankota. You are watching the TPN TV and Radio Network. Today, we get a special program, as well. We all know, not to this time actually at the broadcast, but a very important thing don't take place. We probably we need for discuss with that, and this get for do with yeah, okay. Sorry, this get for do with this, right, ladies and gentlemen. Well, the ruling. The ruling don't come, and I hope say this ruling we don't cancel now. It they can it they can put some kind of um sanity within the APC party because it's been a long time when the APC party gets stability. So the ruling we don't come probably go able for give sanity now if we all want sanity. And I dey pray God to God for make all the fets with this one, all the fet we don't go through the APC party. It go down now, and now we all focus on one thing only. But I dey tell you now, I want for preempt here before I even go further. Um, I go want for preempt say people will still eager for control waiting they go on at the APC party. I swear to God, them people then they not go one for work together. We they can discuss the ruling way Adrian Fisher puts today. And if you go on social media, you get a lot of text, you get a lot of information, and you get a lot of things. Then we they go on social media. Some people they exaggerate the ruling. Some people they minimize the ruling. Some people they not even know what they talk about. So it's just too chaotic on social media, right? And it get for only take somebody we steady mind for make he able give we a good perspective of waiting happen. All right. So as I dey try for right now for I dey try for forward the broadcast. Um I want for make first of all when I listen to one of we comrade and at the APC party, we comrade Ahmed Sise, we been there na the court today, this morning, as alone. We listen and take notes and pay attention very carefully. Whose report we is sent, we I want for play and for law, we all first listen to the report. Please pay attention. Yes, I know say things the way they go on social media important, but pay attention because right now the way I see this ruling, um you get for get somebody way they inside the court, we not get any kind of biasness, na ain't go able to give you the best way. People like Ahmed Sise, now somebody like me, so we yeah, some people then they try for attack him and try for switch him from one side to another. But practically Ahmed Sise now somebody we look a little bit balanced when it comes to reporting about within the gun within the APC party, especially this ITGC issue. Would I remember when I've been bringing Ahmed Sise in at this program where we discuss about the ITGC, right? So now that make I can look for Yeri from more on the things that we they always tell we because it looks steady. It really looks steady, and it looks like somebody will get this perception of um, negotiation, compromise. Okay, so now we listen to Ahmed Sise waiting a report about this. Then we dey discuss. If you get any comment, no hesitate for sending comment at the comment section of um, the platform where you dey watch way from. If you dey watch way from um YouTube, well, blast you comment na YouTube. Not to for so because we all na civilized people then, right? Na this platform, yeah, we all civilized. So it's you no need for call somebody. You don't need for call somebody. We all try for get a balanced and a sincere discussion, right? So don't insult somebody. I know say some people then they feel deprived on what thing they go on, but that's part of politics. So not cause somebody. Tell me what you think about what thing they go on, okay? If you tell me what you think about what thing they go on, sometimes we'll go able to learn from you. But if you just believe, say, because you had one and maybe you get this idea of hmm, either me or no one else, now it can make sometimes we get this anger, okay? But this ruling, when I love listening first, then we go discuss. Um, I don't know. I think that the audio. Um, let's see what's going on. I think that the audio. Um, okay, hold on. Something is not right. Is it the audio or what? All right, gentlemen, now just give me one chance for make because I did run am from me browser. So hopefully, if I run am outside of the browser sometime, it go work. Because I want for let we all listen very carefully within MSC they talk about and how we go able for learn from in statement. All right, I think they can download that now. Let's see if is let's see if
Good day, everyone. This is an update
Okay.
on two
Seems like
cases na the APC. One, the parliamentary
it
proceedings
seems like it's
today,
actually
and also the court ruling don't come out. Now the case between
another
Alpha
area.
Esquire and Alfred Peter
I
Conteh
don't know what's going on, but another
Le50m.
area.
Now let me start quickly on the parliamentary issue.
So maybe
Today
when
on
I
the
download
24th
the
of
the
November
audio, it
2022,
either
James
corrupts
Ahmed
on the
Sisi,
way,
senior operative of the
but
APC.
not the area, nothing
Now, the
absolutely.
case of parliament today, I noted the president of
All
Sierra
right.
Leone did proclaim
Well,
say would they go
well,
into
I go able
just contempt.
for
So
explain
that
to
is
now.
six blocks
Some of you don't
the
understand
Constitution, the six blocks,
the
section
the message here.
38A,
It's
and
very
also
simple.
section on how then they shape the sitting by
Alpha
block,
Jallo
then also other
go na
parties
court
them will not be
for make
legitimate
the,
candidates.
the judge go
The
give.
CPRC decide,
Hold
sorry, the
on. If you the listen,
CPSL
this audio they
decide
are
say
now for put on
them go
now for put on say
make
yes, they listen
a
now.
a ruling on
Okay.
them
So
go make
by
a
what you
ruling
say
on
I don't know why me no
the
Eri.
parliament. Then
What's going on with
representative now them don't go before parliament. Now
my
parliament they
speakers? Is
hold
it my
they not
speakers?
they take am una no for lay this regulation. Ideally if them in lay am,
I don't know.
you will say you no want
It could
make
be
the
my
APC and the
speakers them.
parliament. You no need for pull
Me know
people
the
say
Yeri
make
am
them
at
put for
all.
the button. But the parliament of
All
Sierra
right, hold
Leone,
on,
which is
hold on.
the
Let me do
APC, they
something quick
know
here.
this offense
For
will
make
not
sure
come
say
to the
yes.
process.
Now
They
me
know they
speaker or
accept
not to me
it.
speaker. Hold
They
on. Let
no
me
allow una for layer.
just
And then
play
they say, no, we dey lay
some
am
kind of
quietly. And then they say, we no dey lay am. And if
let
you
me see.
lay, that situation in a parliament, if you know they na the, well, any instrument wey dem lay not valid. Now they could start for them. Yeah, then they go for delays, for Fulham, theft and steal. So I will bring at the
Let's
details
see
on that. But let me
if
start
the
from the
music
issue where
at
everybody
the
they
area. Yeah, they read the music.
feeling.
They read the
Now,
music.
today for
Definitely,
the
they
court,
read the
the
music.
case
But I don't know.
Akija versus the
Waiting they go on. They read the
Adrian
music.
Fisher.
But the
The representative
all right.
for the
So
APC section one wey na Alfred Peter
I'm
Conteh
gonna actually
argument. Then
explain
one
this.
way
I've been one for
inside
make una listen.
dey defend
Ahmed Sise, senior operative of the APC All People Congress
one wey
Party.
represent
We
Koroma, you get Alpha
um
Jallow,
try for
Le50m,
explain what happened at
you get
the court today.
application to get
We're
nice
going to talk
Jallow,
about Parliament
you get
too.
Ibrahim Mansare,
Tomorrow on a
and
holiday,
Tamale
so
College.
you know you don't need
Start by telling us
for
say
for
in
for
as far as concerned,
for
everybody
afraid
should
for
be listen
stay late,
and
right?
be mindful of the
Especially
time
when we're
because
waiting
today
East Coast. We right now
centralized
are just
government
after
in
7.
power. He said
So
say
when
the
are you
question
things
now
after
whether
9.
or
So
not
we'll go able
they
for
go go
discuss
na
quick here.
paragraph 90
Now,
or paragraph 10
Alpha
of a
Jallo, we go
order
na
wey
court.
be
He
the
go
proceeding
give
wey dey do on the 20th
um
of April last
he
year.
go meet
He say
the
this order
judge,
incidentally
Adrian
help am
Fisher,
to be
the guy
help
on
am
the
to be
right side.
established. He say okay, Mr.
He's tell and say, well, it
Alpha
thinks say
Jallow now
Alfred
he
Peter
say
Conteh don't
okay,
overstep
according
in
to the way
boundary.
wey Mr.
So therefore,
Peter
them for
say
all
make wey no concern them. He say
contempt of the
dem need
orders where you give.
to make
So
dem not
today the
just
ruling
say
coming,
they wan
right?
help am,
The
say
ruling
they
coming
wan
in.
go reinstate
The
in
judge
wey
actually hold
reinstate
Alfred Peter
wetin
Conteh
call am
contempt and he
police
fined him
officer
50
wey dey
million
contempt. E go
in
appoint
a
one
suspend
independent watchman dem that dey
fine.
contempt.
Waiting
Dem
at a
implement am
suspend
for the
fine.
government wey get na the
Now
right
the
to do
court
e don
say
go. E say say na
because
all
you
dem dey do am
violate me
but the
order,
court say
I dey
make
fine you this amount of
Alfred
money,
P. Conteh lawyer back say
or
im
if you prefer for going to jail for 7 days,
rely on im
you're going to jail.
association
I
wit
think not for 7 days or one
because just
30
say by
days. I don't know.
say
All right,
him na the
but
chairman of the
I go put her in a
2024
suspend
one-man committee
form.
and him
Waiting a
committee
suspend
release
form.
from
Suspend
if
is the court
possible
say
lawyer man dem no
I just
attend
want for make
all
you
those
write a
people
letter
delay and then
and tell me why you do
dem
so,
say no
and
report am
maybe even
even demand dey undermine the
promise
process
say
of the
he not go repeat
ICC
the
say
same
some
thing
artists go
again.
away with the
Then if
data
he do
a whole lot of issues na so
the
full
court
of ground. He
tell
just
him
say
for do
make
her
we
in
go down
7 days.
say okay, let me
If
tell
you
you
do
the
am,
very simple now
then
make I
that
just check
fine
the preliminary issue. So the
the cost
preliminary
the leave
issue
time. You not get for
e
pay
say
that money them, or you not get for
30
go to
e
jail
say
for that
the
at all.
time have been
Now in
terminated
them call
wey
suspense form.
Gwen go say this one no
Um,
get capacity for instance. E say
so
na me that just tell una
few
say
things we
person no get capacity
I take
because na
away
all the
from this
lawyers na
ruling
go
today.
for im talk. E say but the court get right for
And
them to
before the
say
ruling, some of
say
una way
even
there
though
now,
the
some of
where
the
they are
APC
looking for
forums,
their
them
case
WhatsApp
because
forums, then
e
we
say na the same
have been
district
come I
court
think
wey be
about
the
2 days
first
ago.
appeal. E say
We
they
I
no
give
fit
some
overrule that so e just
um
wait for instruction.
few
Then for the court of
analysis of
final
this.
hearing dey give a
We
different
they
order.
can't talk
E
about
say im know say dis orders wey dey give
the
so e
last
say
order.
according to the APC
We
constitution of 2022 e
he,
say
he
for anything wey
reinforce
e dey do
the explanation of the judge today, but within the explanation of the judge, there is some kind of a contradiction too. We discussed with that, and I don't know if I go able pull some of them other than them, but so the first thing, the court tell Alfred Peter Conteh say, yes, in no say there are people where if they call meeting, they know they attend the meeting. He said they know they attend meeting, you know that. But what he make the judge create this Itgc, then he puts all them people here at this Itgc from different section of the society. The judge say for make them people then they represent all the societies. Okay, you get people the way now the diaspora, you get people then as different constituencies and all those type of things that they make up 21 man, right? Now the issue at hand is a simple majority. You know, in English language or language itself, generally, but let me just use the English language way we sabi. Now they would write. There is a concept in English language we then call lexicon ambiguity. Alright. You hear me right? Lexicon ambiguity. Waiting a lexicon ambiguity. Now, some kind of a word or a statement that is not clearly defined. And in essence, that statement or that word they need additional information where they call context. Okay, you understand what I'm trying to talk about, right? Lexicon ambiguity. Now, a concept where either a statement or a word is not explicit, it's ambiguous, and therefore it need additional information for able for interpret or define that word they or explain that statement they we call them a context. Not so. And that make always, I think some of you don't hear me most of the time when I talk, I say a text without a context is a pretext. You understand what I'm trying to talk about, right? A text without a context is a pretext. So these are the concepts of lexicon ambiguity. Now, the main issue here is simple majority. The judge not able to define this statement where he say all decisions made by the Itgc must be in a simple majority or by a simple majority. Well, today he explained a little bit better. Okay, explain a little bit better. But at that time, simple majority is 51% of anything. That's a simple majority. 51%. Now, here is the problem or the misunderstanding. Now, the judge talk about referencing the 2022 constitution of the APC party. He said based on the constitution of the APC party. Well, there's those who argue the constitution of the APC party gets what we call a quorum for every meeting, right? All right, it can be 1/3, can be 2/3, can be anything, right? But a quorum. So Alfred Peter Conteh used this as a basis for do what he do, and in essence, it violates the court order. Okay, so now the reason now one day where the court say most of the things the way Alfred Peter Conteh do without everybody is null and void. For example, where he can say
they go
the
instant
he give amnesty to all
imprisonment. Okay,
them people that way been gets
so
problem.
he won't
This
tell
now they
Nigeria say now
I've been what I've been telling I say
time. He
the
say
judge actually make some
now
clarification,
maybe this
but
person don't get a
in the
permit
course
or
of in clarification, he contradicts himself somewhere.
so
Okay,
he say
he contradicts
just
himself.
want know
I don't know
say
whether you understand that, in or
the
not. But that's not his thing. The court say,
he say all
when he say a simple majority,
decision
he
wey
mean
dem take
everybody,
that decision for he suspend the standing
everybody.
committee he don null am
I get for
after
vote.
Alfred Peter Conteh
Everybody for suppose for day.
for suspend the standing committee that decision dey back e don spoil am e no stand
I
again.
think say
Three, the decision
this
for
ruling don't give you an
unresolved
opportunity,
unresolved membership
whether you
issue
there for
between
Alfred
the
Peter
leaders of
Conteh
the party
or you there
invalidate.
for
Four,
Abukabo and in team.
the decision
This
for
now an opportunity for now we all
decision for
come
Alfred
together
Peter
and work together.
embarkation or
This
null am
ruling
e no stand again.
it gets
Five, the
good
decision for
and bad.
board chairman e don null am e no stand
If
again.
we want for use the
Say
good
now
side of it,
this is how e
we
dey
dey continue for use the good side
use
of it. If we
CIS.
want for take an opportunity and use the good,
Professional lawyer
if we want for take an opportunity use the good side of it, we dey benefit. But if we want for continue for use the bad side of it, gets a bad side too. But hey, now in them called compromise. As we all know, I don't know how many months we always they talk about compromise, compromise, compromise. The courts emphasize the call when some of we they call today. Yes, I dey see some people that then they dance, they on their way, hate Alfred Peter Conteh, say, Alfred Peter Conteh, now he don't get trouble. Well, actually, Alfred Peter Conteh violates the rule according to the judge. But guess what? They no pull him. Alfred Peter Conteh is still in charge of the Itgc. That's not the problem. So when you dance, dance small, but also it's time for make you unwrap that mentality for say either us or them for make we all come together. This from the beginning I have been on the call on people them call on we members them say this is the thing. Okay. I hope say Alfred Peter Conteh self will able to learn from this and try a level best. If you now remember at one time I was him, a leader, a good leader, is known not during peacetime. Because during peacetime, everybody is happy, not so. But a leader is known, a good leader is known during chaos. How you handle the situation. Now it make you a good leader. Okay? So Alfred Peter Conteh will able to learn from this and probably go take advantage of this for make he become a better leader. Who knows? Nobody know with destiny, not so. But you go able to learn. And how you learn? You learn in two ways. You learn by experience, not so. The experience, personal experience. Okay? Or you learn from other people's experience. And then two way people then they learn, especially when it comes to politics. So I hope Alfred Peter Conteh will able to learn from this and try for include, no matter how difficult it is, for make everybody come together. And the judge talk him. He say everybody supposed for vote. When he say a simple majority, he mean 21 people. So he even squash, because I think that the word way some people that they use, he even squash the argument where Alpha Jallo and in group come with for say well the simple majority now 11 people. No, you just say everybody for vote. Among that people then they everybody for vote. Now that make I so wish for make for being play complete I must say in audio, but if you didn't on social media or anywhere, they are you can go find them and where them call them read out, okay. So let me come now to the contradiction we are seeing within this ruling, especially when it comes to membership issue. Would I get if you get the ruling with you right now, open up
In other words,
for make
that
you read
day
within
later,
Adrian Fisher say
Contemp,
about membership
why
issue.
you think say dem no for
He say
sen ten ce the
all
matter abeg
unresolved
any
membership issue
irregularity
should be
happen for the
resolved
then dem go consider say
prior
you go we dey warn you na im
to
dem
the
dey call
National
sen ten ce
Delegate
but the sen ten ce
Conference.
is suspended
Prior.
so either you do am
That's what he say, not so.
and e say so
He say prior to the
Oga
National
don file his
Delegate
affidavit in the court within
Conference.
7 days the court go see on am e say
Well,
with the issue
if
of
the
the
ruling can
issue
say
wey
now,
the
no,
Alfred Peter Conteh bin drep the
all
party say
membership
dem
issue
no
should
represent
be
am again
resolved
when
by
im
the
lawyer ask
NDC.
say
That is a
Alfred
contradiction.
Peter Conteh bin drep of course the
That is
decision wey
where I
suspend
find
him
some
suppose
kind of
dey
a
allowed
contradiction, and I point her
and dem
out
don quash
now the
am say
TPN
why dem
forum
suspend him
where I
from am
see some
dat
of the
justice
texts
dey
them
frustrate
where
but the truth be
I
say
read. I say, well, this
when the
particular
lawyer
clause it
come
look
dey ask
contradictory to
when the court say yes
the
you get
same
right
judge
to
what
change everything
he
in
puts
fact
for
election
say
change or
prior
nomination
to
wetin e
National
mean
Delegate Conference.
every meeting all man for at ten d if
All right.
una no at ten d na you alfreda dey owe
And
for
the
contempt
court
every
also do a
meeting
very good
una
job.
no dey joke with that sef e say
For
same
now,
thing change whether you wan
for
change dem
Vere,
just don't know e say you sef let the message go to the other
what he
ndc
mean by
members
Vere?
dem sef fit change whether dem wan
All
change
right,
o
you say
the
something,
only thing dem no for stop
then
meeting
you come
if
back.
account say dem
You
no
can't
bin
say, you know
change the
what?
policy
Now me
so
been say
if
this,
so
now I dey say
or
this.
the the policy wey change e no bin dey we no
Okay?
bin know say e
And
change
what are the time
na
for
you
talk
talk
about?
am if una do so
For
na una dem dey hold himself
for
so
appoint
wey
the
that meeting make
TII,
just change the
whatever you
name
call
of
them,
everybody
the
to
interim
time out
committee where they
government
manage
of
the elections.
APC
Okay?
so after
Before
simultaneous
you say
situation
they for
government
appoint
hope for
24
so
people.
that
Now
na the
you
update
go
for
further
inside
and say,
Nigeria
okay, let me
Mr. Ahmed
make a
Tinubu
variance of
president of
this.
the APC.
Now, this group for appoint 7, the other group for appoint 7, the other group for appoint 7, then one from each of the other organs like the women's, the youth, the diaspora, and all those type of things. Okay. So um in that case, I think he do a very good job. But waiting at the implication here. Waiting at the implication. I remember immediately after the judge make a decision in April, I see today the people that will cause this judge. I see today the people that will accuse this job for being um, an agent of the SLPP. I see today a lot of people that will tell this judge same the judge not get the mandate or the judge want for destroy the APC party. They are happy today. The same judge. They are happy. I see them some of them then they clap them with their foot. Well, what that tells you about your attitude? Why you think say you want to belong to a public organization and you just want your own way all the time? If you way not to go through, then everything else should be destroyed. This is the highest form of hypocrisy. This is the judge. This guy, when I see so, Adrian Fisher. Now you one point we party. Not also when I be say. When I say Adrian Fisher one point the party, not also how Adrian Fisher, but some people then cause him. Then they abuse this man to the extent that it's very, very reprehensible. Well, today, the same people that wave in the abuse him, wave in the attack him, wave in the talk all kind of trash. Because now it seems like you rule the way they want. It's okay. All right. These are some of the things we human being. But in any way, I always believe in compromise. Okay? I believe in compromise. Especially when it comes to politics. You cannot always have your own way. You have to let go some things for others. Now, my concern now is these same people, these same people, no go one for compromise. If you not remember, one of the biggest problems we cause one of the issues then we cause this problem. Now because Alfred Peter Conteh believes say in the chairman, he get the legal rights for do some of them things way he do. If he call the other people they don't show up, he get the legal rights, not so. But also, one of the first thing we trigger this is we now 12 or now whatever, now 11 or 12, them now 9. We now 12, them now 9. So therefore, now we get for control. Now we they make control. If you listen to the rule, Alfred Peter Conteh is still being empowered. Couple of weeks back or months back, I heard some people them they talk Alfred Peter Conteh must go. Maybe after the dust settle, then people then go realize the only way out is a compromise. Alfred Peter Conteh not go able for push the other group. The other group not go able for push Alfred Peter Conteh. If we no want for compromise, we are destroying the APC party. This is something that I've been talking about for how many months. If we're not able for compromise, then we are the people that are destroying the APC party. Hey, I tell you one thing. The judge will only do as much. Okay? He will only do as much. Now, if you now remember, was it last week or a few weeks ago, when I tell when I say, I make some predictions, say, my concern is somebody not go back in a court. Now, me concern this again. We not get time. Time not there for the APC party. Time not there. I'm concerned that somebody we're not happy with the way things then they go, especially moving forward, they go sit down back and say, you know what? I'm not gonna let this go. I'm going to court again. Then what will happen? Sometimes not all Adrian Fisher again get for take care of this case. Except whoever is going to take care say, okay, this case is already with Adrian Fisher. So, but even at that, if things not they work the way it's supposed to work, I am concerned that somebody is going to court again. And Usai he left with. What are the implication for the APC party? If you not remember, Adabio and even Fatima Bio on multiple occasions don't talk saying if you not be careful, yeah, I'm not saying a long shot, but you say if you not be careful, it go unopposed. That's what Mother be saying. You get multiple reasons for that. You get multiple reasons for that. I've been telling I say I think 2 days ago that are they concerned that all the things that most of the things that we the ITGC don't do, if the courts come, it squash them, then they go start all over again. That is exactly what's gonna happen. Okay? The courts remove everybody. The courts remove everybody. I'm talking about the previous ruling. The people, the leaders, them wait and time don't expire, or they were selected, as is the case in so many quarters. What is going to happen? I wish the court for been done now in ruling for been done try for clarify this. Okay, for been done clarify that so that chaos no they come again. But like what I talk, lexicon ambiguity. I think this judge either by intention or unintention, sometimes in ruling they cause a lot of ambiguity. It explains certain things, but certain things it left them implicit. And therefore, it's open for chaos, for different interpretation, as in the case of the simple majority. And now, the same judge will say everybody will uh being where them being select now position is illegal. Then the one the way because of the time limit done, they're all illegal now. Waiting at the next step where the APC get for do. Don't forget for put your comments in the comment section because I want for your from Mona. Just put them. No afraid. Tell me what you think about this ruling. Is it okay? To me, the ruling an opportunity for we all as APC members. To me, that's what I think. What do you think? You think say it is time for make we put we differences aside? And the judge emphasized this. The reason what make I emphasize them because you don't tame. I hear some people there. Some people there they even accuse me saying, why me not take sides in this program? Not also last week, self. Samura, that guy Samura, he said me for take side. No, I can't. Because taking sides, I know they just take side for taking sides. I want a result. I want a resolution. Now they make me at the take side. And I take the sides of the party, not to the individual. Okay. All right. By Wali say, the judge was dispersed or came about as a result of a meeting held on Monday between the UN Special Representative in Sierra Leone and the Sierra Leone Chief Justice. He won. He was won and informed of the reason that brought the 11 war of civil war. Huh. By Wali, I have no idea what he talks so. I don't get no idea on that. Are you saying the Chief Justice and the UN Special Representative in Sierra Leone, their whole meeting, now because of that, on Monday, last morning, now because of that, this ruling come in? I don't think so. I don't think so because the notice come, I think, either Thursday or Friday before the meeting where you talk so. Thursday or Friday. Remember, I've been there at the program where Lucretia informed me say they don't put an injunction. I think either the injunction was announced on Thursday or Friday. So if you are telling me that the ruling comes after the UN representative and the Chief Justice, where they hold their meeting on Monday, it's hardly for me for believe. So give me another talking points. Maybe I will look into that, but I don't think so because the time no match. They say an effect. The outcome is done before the effect. What are the time for explain? Something don't happen before you can claim say now because of certain things that make that thing way been don't happen that they happen. No, I don't think so. I think say it was time for America Adrian Fisher after say I think he been there. I think I'd been here say them in Canada, New York. I don't know. I don't know how true it is, but I believe same. He don't realize. Say it's time for make he give this verdict for let the party move on. I make. Okay? At the end, certain people then they talk say after the verdict, then they talk say money exchange between Adrian Fisher and some members. I don't want to believe that. I don't want to believe that. Say sometimes when things not go your own way, you can find all kind of excuses. But who knows? I don't think say it's true. But whoever is accusing or making this allegation, you get for give me concrete proof before I go able for accept say yes indeed waiting you dey talk na true. I don't read am multiple times today, but I'm just taking it to be well somebody is not happy with the ruling, so therefore he get for find some way for um taint Adrian Fisher. But I don't believe that. But again, the ruling don't come. Alfred Peter Conteh get for work with Abukabo. Abukabo, he not get no option. Get for work with Alfred Peter Conteh. Everybody, in fact, the judge also talks him. If you know want for work now this ITGC with the other group, you need for resign as soon as possible, immediately. And the judge also give Cherikoko and Alfred Peter Conteh, if you want for replace anybody, na Ion group, he get the authority for do so. I am suspecting that one lady way been the attack Alfred Peter Conteh and Alfred Peter Conteh appoint him for be one of Ion member. Recently, the lady switch or something. That probably will be a casualty. Politics. It get for be a casualty. That's clear. Now let we go to Musa Conteh. Yeah, we need your comments. If you get comments, just put them. Let's have a discussion, okay? It's not me here. Always they sit down and talk. Most of the time, the things about they talk, they are not correct. Some of the things about they talk, una sabi and pass me. So when I talk something, if you disagree with that, come and correct me. Say, hey, doctor, I think this is not correct. This is the correct one. I really appreciate that. Like quoting Musa and by Walid and they do so. Now, Musa Conteh say, the regrouping of the APC is in the hands of Alfred Peter Conteh. He has to be the leader in this crisis time in the APC. If Alfred is not willing to get off his high horse, APC is heading to dooms. Thank you very much, Musa. Musa, you Adamik, I always like you. Anytime when you come out and you put something, they see all the senses. They see all the senses. Alfred Peter Conteh need for do more. I know say it's very, very frustrating. I understand. I know. Anybody when a genuine people, genuine person, it go agree say it is very, very frustrating. When they try for work with people them, they no one work with you. It's always very, very frustrating. Hey, but that's what Indian call leadership, right? Not to everything easy. So you need for do more. You have to do more. And you must do more. If the APC want for what they call the people the way they dance, I don't think so they even understand the ruling. I don't think so. Because today, I they see people then they dance. I they see people then they say Alfred Peter Conteh is doomed. Alfred Peter Conteh is done. This ruling actually re-emphasize the chairmanship of Alfred Peter Conteh. If you go through the ruling, And in fact, what can happen? Alfred Peter Conteh now he get the authority for call for meetings in collaboration, according to the ruling, in collaboration with the Secretary Winner Abu Kabo. What that means? Alfred Peter Conteh na inge for instruct Alfred Abu Kabo for same call all the members of the ITGC for let we get a meeting on this particular date. So I believe say everybody gets something and this ruling. Everybody gets something. And I just want for make you make good use of with that small right opportunity where you get for the good of the party, not for the good of the individual. I go likely try for call Abdul Kabo and AKK maybe Friday or Saturday during the normal program for make I able talk to them for make I able get then you take. I see AKK pull out an audio. I don't know if I go able to get the audio somewhere, but I see AKK pull out an audio where INSESF try for make some explanation about the ruling. But in my opinion, everybody, Alfred Peter Conteh Young Group gets something. Yes, Alfred Peter Conteh is found in contempt of the law, but even at that, the court no try for muzzle am. He say go write a letter and tell me why you do so, and make sure say you not get for do it again. Then you're good to go. Continue with your chairmanship and bring the APC party together. This is the things. So these are some of the things where maybe not they call on. Today, one of me comrade we dey back and forth on this. uh, let we compromise. There is nothing where somebody go able to succeed in this world. Forget about politics first. In this world, if you don't want for compromise, you start with your family settings. You wife, you picking them. If you say every time, especially in this 21st century, you say every time, now you own way to go no more, you are not going to succeed. Let alone for a huge organization like the APC party, where you get all different type of people. You get the bad one them, you get the good one them, you get the you get the ugly, you get the rude one them. Compromise is the key. So Gunta AB Darami. Oh man, how you dey do, bra? It also he did a salon or what's he did now? They don't tell Gunta Darami was one of my first correspondent in a salon when the TPN was created. So, but he don't tell why from him. So I'm very much glad for hearing from you again. All right. So Gunta AB Darami say compromise is the key. Yes, that make the emphasize on this now the thing we I've been on to talk about for many, many months. People want for everybody take side. Well, I don't think say it's the best way for me because anytime when you take side, you become biased, you become somehow clouded by the your affiliation, your association. If you don't take side, man, you free for say anything. Sometimes it is say something where the other side they favor them, the other side, they favor them. Sometimes the thing flip. Okay. So I don't know. But like what Gunta Darami say is the key. There is no way out. And this ruling, I think say it don't already shut the doors of deception. The judge say Every time there is a meeting, it has to be 21 people where they attend the meeting and them. Even if you're not there physically, you can even call by Zoom or by WhatsApp or by whatever. You have to participate in every meeting. I dey think say there are people we go likely one for compromise, but there are few people also we go likely with that the one that what we call the stubborn people them go likely one for take advantage of this, like what happened previously. Oh yeah, now we not 20 not 12. So therefore, everything it get for go now we own way. Everything get for go now we own way. Ah, the born good picking. Una sit down and talk. This una put the APC party in front of una. I want anytime una I want le Abrukabo when at the secretary for make it go dey print the APC symbols. Every time when there is a meeting, then they put am at the desk of everybody so that when they talk, they look at the symbols, say, yes, it's all about the APC. And make Alfred Peter Conteh and the others, then go they remind people the way one for become stubborn because they want for take advantage of whatever position then they for make them realize him it's all about compromise. Now let we go back to Baiwali. Baiwali say, I hope Peter Conteh has explicitly understood the phrase simple majority within the 21-man committee. I hope so. I hope so. Before, it was ambiguous. Yeah. Before, it was ambiguous. I don't want for blame and too much for say, maybe it don't by intention. I don't think so. But because it's very difficult when somebody use a phrase or something we implicit. If you say simple majority must be done by simple majority, what in that mean? Now it can explicitly explain and for say simple majority of 21 man. Yes, Alfred Peter Conteh they mean argue so, but because now they mean 12. So it favor them. If the thing for be flipped, then they argue the opposite direction. So I understand. Okay. But indeed, it will learn now from here going forward. Okay. Yes, put your comment in the comment section. All right. We are almost 1 hour into the program. Maybe I will just do this 1 hour, few minutes or minutes, maybe 1 hour, 30 minutes or less. But at least it's important that we discuss this. That make I make this special program today for let we able to discuss them because it's very important for the APC party. Okay. Are the any certain rumors? Those are rumors. Some people then they talk say, well, the judge say why Alfred Peter Conteh for bringing Sam Sumana. So evaluate the rule for that. No, the court not say so. People are extending deliberately the court in ruling. The court not say so. The court say if I be not telling now the contradiction between in your statements now. Maybe now that makes some people then believe say money take place, but until the people the way they accuse the judge so for say money take place. You get for bring you prove. The first ruling, the first order was unresolved membership issue should be resolved. All unresolved membership issue should be resolved prior. See the word? Prior mean before. Prior. Before the 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 National Delegates Conference. That was the order. So in this following explanation, the court seems to backtrack on the prior and now say during convention, the delegate convention, that is a contradiction. It's a big contradiction that one day. But hey, now the order not so. So they will tell you, say, oh, not so I be mean. Well, it is black and white. You may not mean so, but it's there, right there, black and white. But waiting at the implication here. The implication here is we do the delegates conference and the membership issue was not is not going to be resolved until after the candidacy. To be honest with you, we have to face the fact, ladies and gentlemen. We really have to face the fact. What's not the problem here? The problem here is nothing absolutely other than somebody for come before then cognates somebody as flag bearer. So this entire issue wrap around the flag bearership of the APC party. It's a fact. It's a fact. Yeah, I know say some of the truth is bitter, but it's a fact. Today, I will tell now for free. Today, I've been on talk about this also. Today, Sam Sumana, and the funny thing is, even though the court not specifically call Sam Sumana for say you get for resolve Sam Sumana a membership issue, but every time they talk about membership issue na Sam Sumana, everybody they think about. Why? Flag bearership. That's not the thing. That's the entire thing. If today Sam Sumana announces, I am a member of the APC party, but I decide not for run in this coming election, all the issue is resolved. So it has nothing to do with Sam Sumana in membership. It has to do with a flag bearership. I don't talk about so many times. That's the thing. Even the one the way they dance so, not Alfred Peter Conteh self then the way they call him. Because Sam Sumana. But we have to be very careful, ladies and gentlemen. I they continue for one we all. Let's be very careful. In modern politics, you expand your base. You know, they shrink your base. One of the things we have noticed recently, the SLPP are galvanizing and interfering into the internal affairs of the APC party. On this particular issue, the membership issue weighs around Sam Sumana, because when you talk about membership issue, it's all about Sam Sumana. Like say, Naiwan Green left the party. Everybody else didn't at the party. So I noticed that. So now the TPN, I get for ask a question. Hold on a minute. The SLPP then get their own problem. Oh yeah, even though you know big leg, we own problem. But then get their own problem. Why the SLPP are so keen on interfering in the APC internal affairs? Why? You know why? Kono. The SLPP the afraid say Connor they turn red. If Samsumana happened for Canada the APC and it happened for be a flag bearer, Connor will turn red. It will be like 90% of people in Connor, then they vote for the APC party. And guess what? That's a big problem. It's a big problem for the SLPP, considering the closeness of we elections alone. As we all know, say the country is divided like 50-50. Because another counts the small party them. We are divided like 50-50. So any advantage where one of the parties get, now a detriment to the other party. So this is the reason. The SLPP no they vex because Kelfara Maradi na Kabbalah, where if you turn APC flag bearership, they no they vex because Kabbalah is predominantly APC. Okay? Kabbalah is predominantly APC. Kono is predominantly SLPP before. But at the same time, Kono is a swing state, a swing district. It can go any other way. So therefore, in politics, a swing district is the most valuable district because now in the make or break, and Kono happen for be just that. So if you see any time when SLPP and they tell you say Samswana, you're not supposed to come at the APC because he be not on the way at the APC. Just think say it's not about Samswana, it's about the survival of the SLPP. I make them talk so. So if you're not smart, don't even encourage them. Don't. And they always try for educate them for say I see the hypocrisy. So don't even encourage them. Now, Musa Conteh say, I foresee this behavior of Alfred Conteh since the onset of his fight to purge the former executive. Right away, I was in opposition of his quest, not because of the idea of change, but against his arrogant posturing and scornful way he was going about. I knew, let me see, I knew then if he assumes a status, he will be hard headed. That is why I used to call an opposition, I used to call an opposing during interviews. Yeah, I understand you. I get you, my brother. I get you. But you want the truth? You want the truth? All of them are stubborn. All of them. Alfred Peter Conteh is stubborn. Abukabo is stubborn. All the one the way they lead we now this dismal way, they are all stubborn. So in as much as yes, we condemn, we crucify Alfred Peter Conteh for his stubbornness, let's also be sincere for saying, so also Abukabo and the rest. Me personally talk to them. I talk to most of them. And I know exactly what's the problem. I don't talk about so many times, my brother. Alfred get people them way they sponsor them, way they feed them things. Yeah, it would deny say not to so, but he rely on people their advice. The same way, Abukabo gets people them where they sponsor her, they feed them all kind of things. At the end of the day, they call the shot. Let me make a prediction again. Until all most of the prediction what I make, it comes true, not so. So I'm gonna make another prediction. Ladies and gentlemen, where they watch. The one the way they be in, then go on for take advantage of this ruling and try for twist them and say, you know what, this in favor we because now we are the 12 people them. So therefore, let we insert with agenda where we want. Now in they go on whether somebody agree or not. Now in we get for insert. That's what you get for happen. This now a prediction. Mark na your calendar. You know go tell. You go begin talk say Dr. Mankota talk am. The complaint will begin come back. Because we are selfish, we are greedy, we are egoistic, and sometimes we even tribalistic. Within the APC party, I'm telling you, there are people where they tell you, say, Alfred na Limba, I know they deal with Limba. Yeah, I mean, somebody don't tell me so. Yeah, in this issue. You get some people, the way they look at other people, they say, then Timini Bobo, yeah, they're stubborn. Timini Bobo. So, the fact is, one person know they fight. Now two people then they fight. And one person know they compromise. Now two people then they compromise. Right? You agree with me? Are you with me? Musa Contemp. So I agree with you. Your description of Alfred Peter Conteh is true. But hey, the other group is as stubborn as Alfred Peter Conteh. So within we own responsibility as a APC member, call them people that say everybody don't show your own strength. It is time for make we compromise. Full stop. If not that word they way maybe on they talk for months. Now everybody they talk at this time, I will guarantee you the APC party will move forward. But then go want for use this ruling and try for twist them and try for bend them and try for manipulate and try for make all kind of tricks for make sure say everything go na the young way. Or no way. Okay? That is my point. That is the thing that I'm talking about. Hey, in the struggle of APC, there is victory, right? We hope the victory at the end of the day, na inge for last, na inge for prevail. Right? Now let we go to Baiwali again. Mankot, I don't think Honorable Abdul is intransigent. He has said in numerously that he stood for constitutionality, and that is why he has never committed any contempt of court ruling. No, I think you try for extend this too much. First of all, Abdul was not in court. Nobody no Keranguna court. Okay? Nobody no Keranguna court. That doesn't mean the compromise. The point why they try for make is Abdul is not compromising. He's not. Abdul tell me, Dr. Mankota, I call Abdul Kabo tell me say, na them be 12. So therefore, that then get the majority, that then suppose for call meeting, that then suppose for do stuff. I tell them, say, no, this is not the way life works. In a democratic system, in a civilized democratic system, even the minority get right. You can't just bulldoze because you're not the majority. Otherwise, society will crumble. Because every society, you get minority, you get majority. But why then they try for protect also the minority, right? Now because they don't want the majority for bulldoze the minority. So I disagree with you. Because I talked to him. I disagree with you, my brother. He is as stubborn as Alfred Peter Conteh. Then gets this perception for say either when I say them, I'm talking about both Alfred Peter Conteh in young group and Abukabo in young group. Then get this perception for him, either our own way or no way. This is the intransigent way they talk about. When somebody no one for come halfway. Okay? Did Abukabo come halfway? Before, yes, what I don't understand is in April to the middle of May, maybe in April and May, they were actually collaborating, work very nicely until the guys na the back seat where the remote control them begin instructs them what for do. Now they may begin suspect this doing at 12 then at 9 mentality. Now they and immediately when I suspect that, the first thing I do I say now this program and social media too, I say a storm is brewing within the APC. Some of you way been there doing that broadcast, you go agree with me. In June, where I say a storm they brew na APC, because it seems like the collaboration, the compromise where the ITGC beyond the enjoy the last 2 months is going to stop, because people, the agents behind them are try for remote control them. Yeah, he guess what? Judge Fisher, if the APC fail, the affect her. You don't give a damn about the APC party. If we want for make we fail, Judge Fisher will continue for help we for make we fail. Now imagine our NDC likely will be in January, because Judge Fisher said we have to do it by the 29th of January. So it will likely be in January. And not that the more me concern also, the other thing we are concerned is the other thing we are concerned is the outcome of the NDC. I concerned about that. I'm concerned about that. The outcome of the NDC. Is it going to unite we, or is going to continue for divide we? Every time you get an election, disunity they come there, division they come there, that make a party, an organization like a political party, especially in a toxic environment like Sierra Leone, politics, you get for give enough time for let people they heal after the event. Let people they're able for heal. The one the way disgruntled, how will they bring them come in for make we all can sit down and see him. At the end of the day, it's more about um the the benefit of the party. So we need a little bit of time for make we do that. This is another thing we happened in 2018. After the mess up, the mess up, we president mess up, Alex Baikoroma mess up, and threaten people them. Say if you cross in path, he will tell you see Nana the president. Then he appoint Samura. We not been get the time for make we able to heal. People we are coerced for do certain things. Then do them, but not with their heart. And do them, but not with their heart. That make we lost. We lost. Because we not get time for make we able genuinely heal the wounds we happened during the convention. Are we going to repeat this again? Likely, because we are running out of time. And the last thing that I dey pray God for making not happen again, somebody will go back to court and say, I want for make the courts put a stop on this or that. The SLPP Mada go instruct the judge secretly say, hey, you get for listening to that guy, or because himself get right, because in a APC, You get it right. Politics is very complex. So for some of we don't in our politics for a very long time. Well, not as long as we old folks them. Even though the young politics now that old politics and they play, we don't expire for a very long time. And that make most of the time then they misfire because they don't understand the dynamics of the modern society. They still believe, say, it's still 1980, 1970. So most times the instruction when they give you, they make sense or it's very, very destructive. But politics is complex. Politics is complex. And you get so many greedy people that we ready for sell we party to the highest bidder. As long as what he wants, happen, he's willing to sacrifice us. We will be the sacrificial lamb. Mother be the children and they laugh. Now, what did they do? Now the APC strongly they all meetings them. They pull a lot of crowd. Because we busy um fight each other. Bruh, me, I just the big my brothers and sisters for say we get a common goal. Okay? We get a common goal. Musa Conte say, I agree with you. I agree with your stubbornness take on both sides. My take on leadership is that a leader, a leader what? A leader has the burden to go the extra mile to make things right. Let Alfred be the bigger boy by calling Abdul Cabo for a genuine compromise and see if the populace will not have his back. The problem we have as Sierra Leoneans, we use our emotions more than our intellect in all our what's that? Our sensitive discourse. Yeah. Sorry, the reason we make at the way them also because one of the camera actually they right in front of the other screen where at the read. So now that make sometimes you can see me at the bench so for see the writings. Yeah, I agree with you. Definitely. That's not the problem. And if you remember where I always they talk, I say to whom much is given, much is expected. That's always now that thing where they say to whom much is given, much is expected. As a leader, you have the burden for do more. Now you get forget the patience. There are certain people where they come, then they try for push you, push you, push you. But if you not use your intellect like what you talk so, you use emotions, then they derail you. And at the end of the day, who then get for blame? Now you're the leader, not so. I did in Arizona for the past 20 years. I don't lead this community for 7 years here in Arizona. Sierra Leone community. I am in Arizona. I don't lead. I've been not to now. I've been talking about years back. I don't lead this community. Anybody who said me na Arizona now, one thing we will tell you, Dr. Mankota, I get patient. Dr. Mankota, the vex. I the vex actually, I the vex. I the vex. But as a leader, if you're not the first person with the vex, would I get for put the fire now? If fire come. To be a leader, not too easy thing, I go tell you now. Not that make not to everybody then they make a leader. Somebody will get too much of emotions, you don't need leadership. Even here in Arizona, I they support you because I they see the quality in you. I have to get confidence in you now, a leader. You they use you aid, they use your emotions. So I agree with you, Musa. Definitely, you are 100% correct. Alfred must do a little bit more for making able to stabilize the situation. Irrespective of how they attack him, and the scrummer, how many people who then don't cause an scrummer, who then don't talk bad about an scrummer. So Alfred, if you want to be a leader, cause now part of the job description. Oh. Sometimes unfairly, then they criticize you unfairly. But what you get for say? Now let's go to Abu Contemp. Expediency, not pride or greed, should be the cornerstone for a new APC. You're right, my brother. You're right. Tolerance, compromise, expediency, cohesion should be the attributes of a new APC. If we want to become a modern APC, these are some of the attributes who each and every one of we supposed for get, supposed for learn, supposed for propagate. But the problem here is when somebody no they take you inside, or somebody no they talk the same language way they talk, you see that person is a bad person. Intolerance. So expediency, yeah, I agree with you, my brother. I agree with you. It's time for make Alfred Abukabo come together now. When I remember at one time when I tried my level best, I called them to people. I say, hey guys, you know what you have for do? For make we able work together, for let we able show out there for say yes, the APC is moving forward, the APC is united. That was the time when they say the elders and the peacemakers, I don't know how they call themselves, the peacemakers, they don't go talk. I say Abdulkabo and Alfred Peter Conteh should hold a joint press conference. You remember, right? I said that. Say then two for hold a press conference. They're not doing because they're not being get the appetite for compromise. Are they going to compromise now? Let's wait and see. Let's wait and see. Let's see how that get for work. Well, I believe say we'll get 5 more minutes to go for make we complete the 1 hour 30 minutes way I've been scheduled for. If you get any comments now, I will just want for make sure say I interact with Una, read Una comment within these 5 minutes, and we call it a day. Maybe tomorrow I will come back if there is anything pop up, and definitely um Saturday is the normal broadcast. Okay, Saturday is the normal broadcast. But again, let me just reiterate which I don't talk because some people and they come in, go out, come in and go out. So a lot of people them. This ruling give we an opportunity for make waiting we don't broke, but it also give we the opportunity for make we continue for broker. In the first place, whether you hate Alfred Peter Conteh or not, he is the chairman. And this ruling today re-emphasized that he is in control in collaboration with the rest of the team. He's the head. Whether you hate Alfred Peter Conteh or not, or you like Alfred Peter Conteh, he make certain decision where the court don't hold him for contempt. And that is bad. But the court give an opportunity for able for correct the wrongs than we do. So if you advise Alfred Peter Conteh, tell and say, this is an opportunity for you. Don't look at this ruling and say, the courts find me one. No, no, no. Don't look at this ruling for saying that's a negative thing. Now a positive thing for you, now a positive thing for the APC party, now a positive thing for all the ITGC group. Now, let's see. If indeed, like we other people, somebody will tell me, say, Alfred Peter Conteh, Abdulkabo one for compromise. Let us see. Let us see about how it get for happen. Okay. Uh I think got 2 more minutes to go. Ablai Sise. There you go. To whom much is given, much is expected. Yeah. As much as the simple majority phrase was ambiguous, common sense dictates that at at least 11 out of 12 is better option. Why will Alfred Peter Conteh consider its meaning as it's defined in the APC new constitution? Here, he has made the public become curious about his links with Sam Sumana. My brother, you get um 100% right. Okay, but I've been used. I don't know if Nana you just come, but I've been used one perception who gets by English language, we then call lexicon ambiguity. Lexicon ambiguity. I want for try for define again or explain again for the people that we not been there in the early stages of this program. In any language, English language, where we sabi, I will use them as um a reference. Okay. In any language, you get what they call lexicon and lexicon ambiguity. Lexicon ambiguity is now a perception where they tell you say a certain statement of or a word is not enough to explain itself. So you need additional information before you able for explain within that statement they or that word they mean. Now in them called lexicon ambiguity. Okay. Let me give you an example. All all decision made in a mid oh, I think they say all decision made shall by the they say all decision made by the 21-man committee shall be in a simple majority according to the 2022 constitution. I'm just paraphrasing. This is not exactly the quotation. Now paraphrase at the paraphrase. Okay. Somebody they go to the constitution and say, waiting at the rules when it comes to meetings in the APC new constitution. Oh, a quorum. Before a meeting is held, it has to satisfy a certain quorum. The judge not put quorum on in statement, and he clarified today. But at the time, when you reference the constitution, somebody will go to the constitution and look at waiting at the requirements for meetings them based on the constitution. One of the things where they first find is a quorum. Waiting they make any meeting a valid in case any decision is made in that meeting. How many people then were supposed to form a quorum? Well, if the quorum say 1/3, I'm not here to argue. I'm here to educate. Okay. So don't hold me for say, oh, I'm just already this case already been decided by the judge. I'm just trying for make we able learn from them to within a lexicon ambiguity. Now, the person they go and waiting at the requirements for meetings. Oh, you must have a quorum. And waiting at this quorum, 1/3. 1/3 of the committee, whether you call it NAC or whatever committee. Okay. Alfred Peter Conteh pick up on that. And in lawyers also pick up on that. And Mr. SSF argue on that. Okay. Mr. SSF argue on that, say a simple majority, in as much as the judge one for now he get the right for explain what he explains so. But the fact remains, it just feel like what happened with Sam Sumana in sacking. When the same court tell we say the president get the right for sack in vice president. Now it has become a law because we already don't get what we call waiting a precedent. The next president can do the same thing, but the fact still remains. The president not get the right for sack a vice president. Simple, plain and simple. Okay, you don't get that right there. So now the same thing like this. Decisions are made not outside of meetings. This now is fact. Adrian Fisher can talk what he get for talk because now in the order. It's true. What he mean? Now he tell you. But the fact is, decisions are made in a meeting, not outside of meeting. And votes are taken in a meeting. Now there you determine whether there is a simple majority or not. So if a constitution where you reference talk about a quorum before meetings are held, you go find out say yes, that person go on for take advantage of that because it didn't at the minority. So you see the word lexicon ambiguity. But thank God way you don't come explain them the way you want for make we explain them. And everybody supposed for accept. And I believe say everybody accept for say yes. This is what the judge mean. Final. So ambiguity. Let me give you another example. Okay. Are they going to the theological side? Okay. Let me give you another example. Lexicon ambiguity. Another example. In the Bible, there are so many passages that are implicit. Okay. And implicit statement is exposed to many interpretation. Okay. Let me give you one. I don't know. I think in John, I forget the verse, but if I paraphrase, you go understand. Jesus said, "I and my Father are one." Right? Remember that, right? You remember that verse? Now the Bible. I and my Father are one. Okay. This is lexicon ambiguity. It is implicit statement. So therefore, it need additional information for make you able to understand waiting it mean waiting Jesus been they talk about for where he say I and my Father are one. But you get people then where they come and tell you say, well, that means Jesus is God. Huh? Because one of the main argument of the Trinitarian, because Christianity they get so many. I did try for debate, but I just try for explain within now lexicon ambiguity. This example, Christianity it gets so many sects. There are certain Christians them denomination we do not believe say Jesus Christ now God, not so. But there are so many we believe that. So one of the arguments is when you engage some of the Trinitarian, yeah, Jesus say I and my Father are one. So therefore, he is one with God. The explanation. Well, in the same Bible, I believe say in John also or Matthew, Jesus also say, as I am with my Father, so also my disciples are with me, with us. Now you get into trouble. So now, if you say because that what the Jesus Christ say, I and my fathers are one, which is implicit, that means now a God, you want for make an explicit out of the implicit, you will get into trouble. Nothing happened with Alfred Peter Conteh. Because now you say the reason what he make you say Jesus is God, because he say I and my father are one. And now the same Jesus Christ, he say me and my father are one with my disciple. So now you get how many gods? You get 12 gods plus 3. Now you get 18 gods. You see the danger of implicit statement. You need additional information, what we call context. Why Jesus says so? Why Adrian Fisher says so? And that is the mistake way Alfred Peter Conteh do. The best way, and the judge talk the best way Alfred Peter Conteh should have done, okay, I they go back to the court for make I go get clarification. Let I go get some of them here because people then they talk say, me believes in as so the court say, but other people then say not also he say, let me go back to the court and get clarification. This could have been avoided. So you understand the point where I try for make, right? Lexicon ambiguity. And based on some of the statements of Adrian Fisher, he get a lot of them. He get a lot of ambiguity. In statement, he get a lot of ambiguity. If you read a ruling where he make prior to this, you see a lot of ambiguity where open to multiple interpretation. I don't know if he they do it intentionally for just confuse the APC party. So go they pan this fet. Now after we don't waste 6 months, now he can't tell we what he mean. It could be, ladies and gentlemen, it could be. Okay, so now we get for able for sit down and say, ah, the federal defect, they help the APC party. Let me come halfway, then the other person come halfway, we meet in the middle. Okay? Now let's go to Musa again. I don't pass the time, but I go on for read the comments before we end up. So Musa Conte say, if Alfred and Abdul think fixing the APC is a small picture, they should at least think big picture, which is the citizens that are suffering and need change. Yeah. To be honest with you, that's the entire crux of the matter, Mr. Musa Contemp. That's the point why they try for make. Because guess what? There was APC candidates better pass the SLPP candidates when Madabio. That's my opinion. You are when SLPP they come and rebut me, that's fine. That's part of interaction, right? But I believe say the worst APC candidate, it better pass Madabio at this particular time. People then prefer we worst candidate. Okay? So I agree with you. These people should look at the party itself. And they see a lot of people them within the party when are innocent people them. Then they suffer. And then they suffer. Especially the one they wait in a salon. To be honest with you, we were the halahala so now the diaspora. Look what's done on me. It's now 9 o'clock, right? So we on time and I think 11 o'clock Eastern time. 24 hours light. I get me studio, and I get me mixer, and I get everything. Where I want for go toilet, look me bathroom behind me. I know they come on Adosef. I get 24 hours electricity, 24 hours water supply. I get good healthcare. Even if I know they work, I they go apply if I know they work. I they go apply, I they get food stamp. So at least I they get me basic needs. But what about the people that wait in a salon? They know they get that. They know they get that. So it's more about the people. It's more about those people where you call supporters, those people you call members. These people are suffering. So put your ego aside and work together. It helps the APC party. It helps the people of Salon. Now let's go to Abdoulaye Cissé. Abdoulaye Cissé, I think your statement caught because you type more than 1,000 uh, characters. All right, Abdoulaye Cissé, he say especially when he is the only person who has publicly ridiculed the former flag bearer Dr. Samora, whom he described as one who has beaten woefully by Mada Bio, and for that he should not be seen by anyone as potential flag bearer to contest against Bio. He got himself into this mess, and he alone can get himself out of it or risk being seen as the problem here by the overwhelming majority of the grassroots supporters. Like I have always said, I feel very sorry for him for lacking the ability to and it caught. I believe say let me go up again. I think Abdullah in statement was a continuation of a previous statement. I don't know who that he talked to, but let me go to in previous comment. He said, "There you go. To whom more much is given, much is expected." Okay, don't read about this. I think they talk about Sam Sumana because he say his link with Sam Sumana or something like that. So now that make this now a continuation. But there are at times when you win a battle, there are times when you lose a battle. It doesn't make you a weak fighter. You know, let me give you now one very important word way a lot of people they know one for Yeri. Fail. 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 Who can define fail for me? Define fail for me. Fail. Well, actually, fail FAIL is an acronym. It means first attempt in life. First attempt in life. I think by decompiling this acronym, I don't need for explaining again, right? But well, for the benefit of those who maybe not understand, the word fail, it's a necessity for we progress, for we development. It's not a bad most times not a bad thing for fail. The only time when it becomes bad, now when you know one learn from your failure. But fail now a reminder for say you need for do more. There are so many opportunities for you out there where you're able to make you a better person. When you fail, first attempt in life, you will look at the mistakes where you do and say, I did this mistake. This is the outcome. Now, let me tweak my action a little bit different and see what's in the outcome. Okay. The last Two days I was making some kind of a lecture on social media. Okay, I was lecturing, kind of explaining to people there about life. Life cannot exist as it is today without problems. Okay, one of the main topic we have been talk about has to do with and this na me own community I've been talk to has to do with pain and joy. Pain, Pain, and joy, Joy. Or you can call them pain and suffering and joy. Good and bad. I want to make you raise your hand. If you really like forget pain, raise your hand. Tell me, Naya, right now, if you like pain. You don't like pain, not so? Nobody know the way like pain. I don't like pain. I believe say you don't like pain too. But you know why God make pain? For protect you. For protect you and me. Imagine we know they feel pain. I able cut me hand, I they bleed to death. I know they feel them. I they bleed to death. But guess what? I like na small cut you get, that pain where they feel, you they stop. See the importance of them two aspects here. So not everything way bad na in a bad thing. Not everything way good na in a good thing. Life you get for be well sophisticated for make you understand life. If you're not sophisticated enough, you not go understand life. But when you understand life, everything is very just too simple for you. You know they take anything serious. When I say serious, I'm not talking about play. I'm talking about like you become proud. Maybe you get a PhD and now you become proud. You know one for dealing with the one the way you know get degree, the one the way not go school. You get money, a lot of money, so therefore you become proud. You know one for deal with people that way poor. You they see them say now then laziness and I make them poor. If you are too sophisticated for understand life, you know you take something for granted. You they take everything very simple. Okay? So if you get bad things today, it's just a reminder for say you need to double up your efforts. Not castigate yourself too much. No. Look at what happened and say, where did I go wrong? How can I make it better? Now, so you dey improve your life. That's why you dey improve yourself. And I want to leave this to my brothers and sisters. I want to leave this advice to my brothers and sisters. Be humble. Be sincere. Be credible. Okay. And lastly, be patient. These are the attributes of a good leader. These are the attributes of a successful leader. Without this, you are nothing. Nothing, absolutely. Nothing say because today you're not the president of Salon or the president of the United States, so therefore everybody else is below you. You become proud. You're nothing but a dust. Nothing but a dust. A clot of blood. Small blood. You're not gonna say nothing. Pass your finger, this finger. Something happened with them. Now you're gonna say you are nothing absolutely. Be patient, be sincere, be truthful, be humble. In fact, people we understand life, then get higher education, they understand uh the complexity of life, they are always humble. When you reach that level of complexity now your life, those people are always humble. You know the danger one them? They half-baked people them way you don't understand, but if you say you understand, then we call them half-baked. Those are the dangerous people them. But somebody will reach the level of the highest complexity. They get too much problem. Very, very humble. So in this case, I just want to thank Una very much once again for come na this program where me and Una they interact, they talk about life, they talk about politics, especially about we own party. I want for let we all pray to God for make um for make God bring the Moses of Sierra Leone. We not get Moses here, so since 1961, we not see any Moses. Everybody is just an opportunist, a radical, selfish, and manipulator. May God bring the Moses of Sierra Leone where they can change the attitude of Sierra Leoneans, where they can change the trajectory where Sierra Leone they go today. So, all right, my brother, my sister, Salona one. This entire art, this small art where we did pencil, a small piece of land we get. Me and you can destroy them if we want for destroy them. But we also get the ability for making a paradise if we want for making a paradise. But that starts with integrity. That also starts with sincerity. It also starts with the love you have for your country. May God help now, okay? Good night.